This podcast is brought to you by the Spur of the Moment podcast and by Wild Education.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the If Broadway Was podcast. Today, we are joined by Jake and Justin again.
Howdy.
We're talking about. I had this really good idea of of what if Disney had a Broadway park? I've always wondered that.
Okay, so here's my first immediate question. So we've decided Disney is making this park, or is Universal making this park, or is it an independent park? What are the rules here?
Disney is making the park.
Disney is so we're getting the money. We're getting Disney money. We're getting the
Disney
masses money.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So then it's sort of a character-based interaction. Well, my first suggestion is I thought of this earlier. A Splash Mountain style roller coaster where as you're going up, it's the final note of defying gravity, and then when you hit the top, it does the battle cry. And then everyone can do the battle cry together as they go over the edge.
Everyone will be off key, but yeah.
Yeah, everyone will be off key, except for the three people on the ride who can sing.
See, my only thing is aren't the Disney parks kind of already Broadway parks? In a manner of speaking?
In a manner of speaking. I suppose that is true. But it's the idea.
They do have shows, dance,
True.
singing shows.
But they don't have Cats Land, for example.
I would go to that if it weren't the musical.
See, they should do Cats Land, but it's not the movie. It's the Broadway play, and they just have Sprinkle Shanks walking around. I don't know if that's the name of a character. I just made that. I pulled that name from my ass.
I was about to say that does not sound like a. That does not sound like
Is
a.
it?
I mean,
name.
it sounds like a name from Cats, but it is not.
It's not. It doesn't sound like a familiar.
I was gonna say, it sounds cats-like. Isn't it Crank Shanks or Sprinkle Shinks? That sound like syllables.
Are you thinking of Crookshanks? Because that's Harry Potter.
I could be thinking of Crookshanks. I might be thinking of Crookshanks. I might have just combined a bunch of errant syllables that sounded like I've never actually seen cats, so I don't even know if I'm even in the ballpark.
I mean, Sprinkle Shanks does sound like a name from Cats, not gonna lie.
I'm just saying you could get some meet and greet characters. When you suggested this to me, I spent the better part of a week of how I could work in a Dear Evan Hansen joke. I'm just like, how can I make this joke work? The corner where you just wear a cast, or there's a meet and greet character where he's just slightly too old.
You know what's so fucked up is I was actually about to say, like, what about a Dear Evan Hansen meet and greet?
He's got the striped shirt. He has a cast, and he's like 40 years old.
I'm gonna use this one. It's my good arm.
It's my good arm.
I mean, I suppose the modus operandi of this park would essentially be that just any given moment, people are going to break out into song and dance.
I feel like roving flash mobs are like a must, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's gotta be. See, in my brain, I was picturing like we're building this park from the ground up, this is independently operated, and it's like Broadway land, like
Mhm.
Dolly Land, but for Broadway. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But are you thinking more like additions to a pre-existing park?
I think that's far more realistic.
That's
I
far more
mean,
realistic, but just for shits and giggles, I was gonna just have it be its own like little section of Disney World.
Oh, so,
I
so this
mean,
is yeah. I thought you were going like full blown Imagination Land because like a standalone theme park of Broadway would, for legal copyright reasons, it could never work. But
Yeah.
no, no, it could not. But yeah, no, you're far more likely to like get the Universal Wicked Land, which I think that's where it's going, right? It's going into Universal Studios.
yeah, Oz, or I think they're calling
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
Oz.
But then my question with that is how does that not, because assuming it's based on the movie, I assume they're going to do the school. How does that not just compete with Hogwarts?
It does, but Hogwarts. Let's be real, Hogwarts would kick their ass.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Wicked's pretty
I
popular.
I hate to say it,
No,
but
I mean in an actual fight, not.
Oh, an actual fight. I mean, what is Alphaba gonna do? Make him float a little? Harry could do that year
She'll get
one.
cursed by 300 wizards at the same time. Like she will literally explode. And plus, anybody who figures out, we know Dumbledore can create water out of thin air, so
True. It's true.
just rain clouder.
here's the thing though. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and this is controversial for Harry Potter fans. I don't like Harry Potter at
That's
all.
not all that controversial.
True, but but the point remains that the universe of Harry Potter has significantly more power than the universe of Wicked because effectively Elphaba is the only one that has like fighting strength magical power.
Hmm.
Everybody else kind of has
True.
like Vegas magician levels of power at best.
That's that's not inaccurate. I mean, that is kind of what the wizard is, a Vegas style magician.
But you forget that she's the only one that can read the Grimoire. So if she reads the Grimoire on Harry, he's done for.
See,
Yeah,
I don't know
except
what's in that book.
he doesn't have to read anything. He just goes Expelliarmus.
And theoretically, he doesn't even have to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he failed at nonverbal spells, but I mean, Hermione can do a nonverbal spell.
That's what
Also,
I'm saying. Any number of people in the Harry Potter universe would easily take out Elphaba one on one, and most of them are students.
I feel like not knowing anything about the second act of that play, I feel like Elphaba's willing to stab. She seems like she'd be willing to stab a
But
bitch.
again,
I don't know.
she has to get there. To be
But
fair, everyone from this universe can ride on brooms, but Harry Potter. Okay, let's make this interesting, and let's just say it's Harry Potter versus Elphaba, right? I still think he could kick her ass because even in broom riding skill, okay, yeah, Elphaba can ride a broom physically, but Harry plays a sport in which broom ridesmanship is paramount in the ability to play said sport. So I kind of think he
Not
would
wrong.
be better at it, like way better at it.
It's true. And also, I mean, but based solely on the fact that I've only seen the movie. The flight spell seems inconsistent at best. I mean, in some cases it gives you wings literally, and in other cases it just makes your broom fly. Like it's just the rules on the magic itself seem undefined, generously,
I think
generously
it's just
undefined.
how she reads it, like how she reads it, and like
Oh, okay, fair
what
enough.
and like what she reads it on. It depends.
I will say I did see theme park wise, I did see their walk around actress for Alphaba,
Yeah,
and she's pretty good.
I love
The
it.
I don't know if you
Glinda
guys.
is
I've not seen
amazing.
Glinda. Oh,
I've
I
seen
haven't seen
Glinda.
Glinda yet. I
This
also
is
saw
a
they've been doing
this is a universal, correct?
Yeah,
yeah, they've got they launched a new, I forget what it's called, Dark Legends Land or whatever, where they've got like a bunch of Frankenstein and Igor, and I think along with that came the Wicked stuff as well as they've got a meet and greet, Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, that he's doing a pretty remarkable Jay Baruchel impression. It's
I was
kind
gonna
of,
say it's just walking around sounding like Jerry Baruchel and
yeah,
and
but it's
talking
the
about
cadence is
dragons.
I know
Pretty
it's a
much.
Nice
robot.
if you could just form a line right there. It's
And-
much more efficient. I know it's less fun, but
And
Yeah,
I
pretty
know,
much, yeah.
and I know that Toothless is a robot. It's a robot, but Toothless is cute in the meet and greet.
It's
He's
it's
cute.
really good. It's the meet and greet's really good. And they've managed to find a decent animatronic that looks believable. But I mean, animatronic technology recently has been really, 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 really good. Okay. Okay. I think we should approach this hypothetical Broadway theme park as if it's a new theme park that we are designing. And obviously, Cat's Land is a main feature. I don't know why I've locked in on Cat's Land. I don't know why. I don't know. Or Phantom of the Opera Topia.
well, no, you just have the theater, right? That you have the Phantom Theater, but you also, and I feel like this is a must, chandelier ziplining.
Yes. No, or what about Chandelier? It's like the Tower of Terror where you're in it and it just drops like the Tower of Terror.
That's
It's a
better.
drop ride.
And before it drops, the music comes in and it's like past the point of no return.
I'm trying to like what are some good classic good we got I mean you gotta do the Les Mis something to do with Les Mis. I'm
Oh, you do
torn
you
either.
you do a parade.
Ooh, Parade's good. Yes, that's excellent. Because
Yes, you
like
must do.
Here's the thing about that. I wanted to go back to the Cat's Land idea. That could go horribly wrong. You know how the Cats movie went, right?
oh no, like they're dressed like the Broadway. This is a
Okay.
Broadway.
Okay.
This is a Broadway. Also, we have a walk around Shrek, but he's Shrek from the musical, and he only responds via song. Oh, also every cast member only responds via song, even if they don't want to.
Damn
They
it.
have to.
Damn it.
I'm like, how do you do a Broadway theme park? And you got to think about this more than like obviously you're doing Broadway. The obvious direction is to just do shows, right? So I'm like, we need rides. It's a theme park. We need rides. What are our Broadway themed rides?
What are the park attendants dressed as in though? Are they dressed in like a theater attendant outfits like at in actual theaters?
I
I
think
think it
much like
depends on.
Disney. Yeah, I think much like Disney, it depends on your station.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So if they're in Cat's Land, no, they're dressed as cats.
Yeah, you must be
Yeah,
dressed as a cat.
yeah, must
Now,
must be dressed as a cat.
only the singing cast members are Jellicle though.
Right, exactly,
So
exactly.
you'll
Yeah,
know. So you'll know.
yeah, yeah.
You'll know.
And I don't know. I think I want high school theater land where it's just badly approximated
No,
costumes of
you
professional.
you go to the park and put on a production in high school theater land.
Yes, that's yeah. You have 30 minutes. That's the show. You have 30 minutes to put on a high school production of
So
something.
awesome. That's so great.
Oh,
One ride idea, you could just do flying cars a la Grease. That could be the
yeah,
ride.
yeah. Oh, I completely forgot about Greece. Oh my God, we have
Oh,
to have
I did too.
Rydell
Why
High.
did I forget about Greece? Why did I'm the musical person. Why did I forget about Greece?
I always
We
forget
can
about
call it,
Greece.
I got it. We can call it Grease meets reality. And what it is, you get in the car and then it flies up into the air. And then once you get to the peak of it, gravity, you remember gravity's the thing. And then everyone in the car just falls to their death.
Ooh, what about okay, here's an idea. A dark ride. A dark ride that's the plot of Greece. And the end of it is you
Ooh.
fly off in the car. And you're in the ride itself is a car. Like that's the vehicle is Grease lightning. And it ends with you flying away.
I
Or
like
okay, I
Grease.
get
I like Grease falling to their death better, but
We
for
need
obvious reasons.
we need a defying gravity ride.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You get the it's like Splash Mountain and it's a shoot it's a shoot ride, a water shoot ride, and the final drop is the battle cry.
Yeah.
It says the
Yeah.
music as it gets to the top, and it goes and then it
Or
drops.
a popular.
Ah.
Popular. Something with popular.
That'd be fun. Be fun. Well, okay, here's another meet and greet character for you. Child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The children got to escape. Oh no, here comes the child catcher. The children got to escape the child catcher. Oh no. I
We
am a
want people to
menace.
come to this park though.
I know, like, he's
Yeah.
gonna be a scary villain character. You have to always. If we can make
That would be pretty funny.
I
And
mean, we
to be
have
fair,
villains at
that's-
Disney World.
I was gonna say that's something they can do at Disney World today.
I
Yeah.
know. If they can make the evil queen palatable to children, they can. I'll catch her palatable.
How much is palatable?
They need to give me money. I'm a genius.
I mean, I guess what could you
You'll
rent's
get a
pretty
suit.
So in Rentland, you'll have a restaurant called Santa Fe where they overcharge the wealthy clientele.
And you're the wealthy clientele because
Oh,
you're the
absolutely.
that's how they'll
You're going to
justify
a
the 3 times
Broadway.
the price.
You're going to a Broadway theme park. You're not poor.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
also,
No, here's the truly, not to cut you off, but here's the truly moronic thing about that. If you did that and you were upfront about, like, because people would get the reference if they'd seen Rent, people would gleefully pay like $80 for a basic sirloin steak.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I'm the wealthy clientele. I've been overcharged, and then everybody working will be like, they're falling. For
I
this
mean,
shit?
Do you know how much money people pay for that stupid Star Wars hotel?
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Isn't
that's in a
that
galaxy
hotel
far,
gone, though,
far
now?
away.
The hotel's
is
gone
gone, yeah.
now.
Yeah, it was.
I understand the concept of it because it's cool in concept.
It
Yeah.
is. Honestly, if you want to learn more about that Star Wars hotel, I fully recommend it. A YouTuber by the name of Jenny Nicholson. She has like a 4-hour video going through it and all of its drama and history. That is really, really cool and interesting. I got really into theme park content for a while there. She also did a really good video about the Evermore Park, which was basically it played out like, and I kind of picture something similar for our Broadway park of like, it was kind of like a live action role play theme park. Whereas like you had missions and like
That's pretty
quests
cool,
and
actually.
stuff. Yeah. In concept, it was really cool. Execution, not so much.
Well,
But
it sounds cool until you get there and you realize you've paid money to kind of do not work in the sense of like you're working for the park, but like it's kind of like how I don't understand why if it's a free marathon, I guess I get it, but like why would you pay to run a marathon?
you have to pay to run a marathon?
Not normally, but I've heard of some where there's an entry fee, and I'm just like, why?
What? Like
You
I
can go
understand
run
like for
for free.
charity.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
okay. That's I guess that's different. No, I'm talking about like an entry fee, and it's just kind of like you
No.
can go run for free as long as you want to.
Right? I don't get. But then like in concept, this Broadway theme park makes me think less of Disneyland and more like Knott's Berry Farm. It's giving me like Knott's Berry Farm,
Yeah.
kind of like it's more about the participation of the activity than it is. Because I'm just like, what do we do? What do we do for rides? Unless they're like all dark rides.
Yeah.
Here's a fantastic idea. You have, I'm going to save the wardrobe to the end, but tell me if you can guess the musical I'm guessing. So you have park employees that travel around in pairs in a very distinct costume, and they walk up to random people and not accost them, but they walk up and say hello, and then they give them park information.
Oh, I mean,
Come on, a Book of Mormon one?
Book of Mormon. I don't know how. Other than like how
How
you
would
just
that
have
land?
random Mormon missionaries walk around. I don't know how you even do that.
How would that land with people? Though?
I mean, but also
Hilariously.
Avenue Q.
Ooh.
We have Avenue Q puppets.
But
feel
then,
like we-
are we borderlining on Sesame Street land and
Well, yes,
see,
yes, but that's the point of it, though.
yes,
True.
but I would have it where we have actual puppets and it's not people in walk around costumes. So like we have the characters from Avenue Q, but much like the show, we actually see the puppeteers.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, as an aside, there's a puppeteer. One of my favorite stand-up comedians of all time is a puppet stand-up comedian called Randy Feltface. Who, if you've never seen Randy Feltface, I totally recommend checking him out. Stand-up's phenomenal. But he can't stand that show, the puppeteer who does Randy, because he can't stand the fact that you can see the puppeteers on stage. He's like, it's antithetical to the idea of puppetry to be able to see the puppeteer on stage. And I'm like, that is a fair criticism.
I'm
I
inclined to
love that
agree.
show. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I love that show.
So today's episode is sponsored by the Spur of the Moment podcast, everybody. Come join us every Saturday. We're going to do this. We're going to sit here. We're going to talk about the news. Time to talk about the Minecraft.
Okay.
It looks
So,
bad. We're going to talk about movies. That new Joker movie is apparently terrible, and I want to see it so badly because I hear it's awful. We're going to make some jokes. We're going to have some laughs.
There's a lot of funny jokes in there. There's a lot of weird jokes in there. The Channing Tatum one will always make me laugh, especially when you hear the behind the scenes stuff, like when you hear the behind the scenes story of how they just phoned them up.
We're occasionally going to have other people along for the ride.
A really fun fact, though, is I learned last year that that Coraline was Leica and not Disney.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I can see why you would make that
Yeah.
mistake. Yeah. Because it does seem like it's a different. And to be fair,
That would be a horrifying, terrible Disney movie.
it would be because yeah. And we're just gonna have a generally good time. George, do you have anything else you want to say about our podcast? Make people watch it.
We watch movies. Sometimes we watch shows, but we always have fun.
Here
On the
Okay,
spur, on the
spur.
spur. 3, 2, 1. On the spur of the podcast moment.
Yeah, we nailed it. Nailed
Spur
it.
of
That's
the
fun.
Moment podcast.
Yeah. It's Spur of the Moment podcast every Saturday. We nailed it.
You can expect awesome content like that.
We cut flawless promos every single week.
Yeah,
What?
that's Randy Fellface.
What the heck?
He's a puppet. Yeah, he is I describe him. He's been to Vancouver twice, and I've seen him.
He's a
I've seen him
scary
2 times.
puppet. This
But he-
creeps me out.
He is a very talented, one of the most talented stand-up comedians I've ever seen. Well written, well performed, who just so happens to be a puppet. But yeah, Randy writes a novel. One of the best stand-up specials I've ever seen. But yeah, he couldn't stand Avenue Q because you could see the puppeteer. And I was like,
This-
that's not an unfair criticism.
Creeps me out.
To be fair, that looks like that's fan art. But no. If you like Australian comedy, he's quite good. He's quite good. He did a Broadway show. he could be a Broadway musical.
I suppose you could have you see, like the restaurants and shows are going to be easy. It's the ride, so I suppose you could also have a Mrs. Levitt's meat pies.
yeah. No, yeah. That's one of those parks where it's like the theming and the restaurants and the boardwalk and all that stuff is easy. It's the rides. Yeah, like is Broadway Land a place for a big ass roller coaster?
Yeah.
No, we can figure this out. We can do
Because
this.
I was gonna say, because you know how Disney World has the Harmony Barbershop?
Yeah.
You said something about Sweeney Todd, and I was thinking.
Sweet Town Barbershop would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, big slide. You start in a barber chair and then you go down this big slide.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, okay, you do a street, like a random street show where it's Sweeney Todd and the barber and they're doing a barber competition. I'm like, that's fun. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Kind of an outdoor show kind of thing. But yeah, I'm like, for rides, I'm just trying to think of what's a really well known it's a good I'm not good.
You could do the Phantom's boat ride. That's a thing you could do.
Yeah.
That is true. It's
And,
hard
like-
because a lot of sorry, go ahead, Aileen.
No, I was gonna say for another restaurant, we could also do for rent the restaurant that they were in
Mm-hmm.
for
And every now and again they just break into La Vie Boheme.
yeah.
I just love
So
Mrs. Levitt's
people-
meat pies.
Well, same thing there. Every once in a while they'll just break into the song "God That's Good."
That'd be so
And
so fun.
But that's why you go to the restaurants, right? Because periodically, the songs will be performed.
I always picture that. Are you guys familiar with I think it's called the Stardust Cafe?
Yes.
I was about to mention that. Yeah, it's like the
That's-
Starcraft
Yeah, that's
cafe.
what it makes me think of. Where it's like you're eating there's also they start singing, and I just picture that one guy who doesn't know what this is showing up there being like, "What the? I'm trying to eat. Why again? It's like the
Ellen
fifth time
Stardust
in the last
Cafe.
hour."
I want to go visit that cafe.
It's bucket list item to go to that, and just generally to go to a Broadway
Yeah.
show. I've always wanted to see a Broadway show. What about? Okay, Okay, my brain just went to Mamma Mia. What about? What, see, I see. Whenever I think of theme parks, it's just like I'm like dark ride. Dark rides, where like at the end of it, you get to the end and it's the three dads, and you're like, which dad is it? And then you go to work.
Step right up, children, to ride the paternity test.
Find out which dad's your real dad.
Who's
I've
gonna
actually
say-
seen this movie.
I was gonna say, if we're doing anything with Mamma Mia, it has to involve her three dads.
I also that'd be kind of fun if they had like a his three dads. Sorry, I just got that. But it'd be kind of funny if they had like a make your own jukebox musical, where it's just like you walk up and you have to pick three random songs and construct a musical out of it. Actually, it's funny because they're making. Are you guys familiar with Neil Diamond?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love Neil Diamond.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman's doing a musical where he's singing Neil Diamond music, and that makes me go like, yeah, we need like a tribute to good jukebox musicals in in our Broadway land. Because like, what about? Because Broadway has plenty of those, like Romeo and Juliet, Romeo X Juliet, I think is what it's called, which I've heard is okay.
Okay, and
Rock of Ages.
I have to ask this question for me personally because I need this in that land. I need to fit Jagged Little Pill in here somewhere.
Oh yeah, you see that's another Jackbox musical. Yeah, what do we just a good tribute to all those kinds of musicals. I'm just trying to think of how do we. I just want a ride dedicated to the song "Ironic," which just
Isn't it like and then it goes down?
No, it's a big roller coaster, but you get on it, and when the song hits, isn't it ironic? It starts, but it's slow the whole way through.
that'd be great. I'm like we need our own Broadway. It's a small world where it's on the verge of being annoying.
We can think of this.
Disney or Universal, if you watch this video, please hire us.
Well,
Yeah, you
send
should
checks.
hire me.
Send checks if you steal an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have it, but you got to pay me.
Yeah.
If I see Cats Land show up at Universal Studios, you better believe you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
First, I'll get a lawyer, and then you'll hear from them.
And if you make Dear Evan Hansen corner, I swear, where you write letters to yourself about how depressed you are. No, it's still not working. I gotta work on it a bit more. It's not there yet. It's not there yet. Okay, what else can we?
Now, what's the most annoying Broadway song?
Most annoying Broadway song. I don't know. My problem is I'm having trouble thinking of like recent or like I can think of like stuff from like the 80s and like stuff from like 2005 and anything in between that I'm having difficulty trying to think of. All I can think of is stuff I want them to make into a musical.
Because I agree. I think there needs to be kind of a Broadway equivalent to It's a Small World, but I don't.
Right? What if they did It's a Small World, but it's all failed Broadway musicals?
Oh,
They all like it's just a parade of all the musicals that just didn't work out. Only lasted one season. Shrek. I want to put Shrek in there somehow.
I got it. They put you in there, and it's the entire soundtrack to Hamilton. And it's called "It's a Long Ride."
See, no, for Hamilton, you got to do a Hall of America style, and you have Lin-Manuel Miranda as an animatronic being like, "This is an inaccurate representation of history."
Jake.
I want it. It's like the oh god, Carousel of Progress.
Yeah.
But it's Lin-Manuel Miranda poorly explaining
I
American
can't.
history.
I can't go on that ride. I just can't. For my
Why
mental
not?
My
health,
favorite.
for my mental health, I can't go on that ride.
It's beautiful, Haley. It's beautiful. And plus, so not only is it delightful, but it's also a great way to get a break from the sun
Yeah.
Sure.
because it's air
Sure.
conditioned.
It'll be plenty air conditioned. The
Okay, but
funniest bit about
I'm gonna ruin this for you though. People take their shoes off and rub their feet on the carpet.
I don't care. I'm still wearing my shoes. Who gives a fuck?
yeah, no. The funniest bit about
I'm not
the
a
Hall of
I'm not a I'm not a filthy Florida degenerate. I keep my
It's
shoes
true.
on.
It's true. The funniest bit about the Hall of America, though, is they were expecting they were clearly one of those people who were clearly expecting Hillary Clinton to win. So the Donald Trump animatronic is clearly a used Hillary Clinton animatronic that they had to last minute turn into a Donald Trump animatronic. It's very funny and it's very
Yeah, but
noticeable once you
if you
notice
stay
it.
long enough, you'll see it go, I'm with her.
I just got the best idea ever when you said that. Instead of Hall of Presidents, it's Hall of Broadway. Like just all
Oh,
the yeah, Hall.
we'll see. But now you're being serious and we're being smartasses. So
I mean, at that point, it would just be Patty LaPone being like, "Turn off your cell phone."
That's one of
See,
the animatronics.
that's like a contemporary. We just have Patty LaPone yelling at people, "Hey,
wait, so
don't talk during the show."
So wait, I haven't seen this Donald Trump. Is it a Donald Trump animatronic?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The Hall of you're not familiar, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
if
familiar
it's
with the
in-
Hall of Presidents, but I have not been there since 2016.
Oh yeah,
so-
they added when Donald Trump won the presidency, they obviously had to add him to the Hall of Presidents. But they clearly were not expecting Donald Trump to win. So the animatronic they were gonna put in was the Hillary Clinton one. And so yeah, because he won, they had to last minute turn it into a Donald Trump one. And you could tell because the face looks like Hillary Clinton. It's really,
I
really
love
funny.
that. I
I saw
love
saw
that.
that in the video once. It's very funny. Also, that's why the Joe Biden one looks slightly better. Because yeah. Yeah, it's very funny.
Oh my god, it's totally Hillary Clinton.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the
Oh,
funniest
that's
thing.
so funny.
Because
Yeah.
Nothing like the guy.
because literally because he's president again. They needed a second Trump, so it's like
I think they have since maybe fixed it, or they went in and they updated it. But yeah, when they first put it in, it was literally just
I have to see this because I can only imagine. Like, I know it doesn't do this because they're pretty sure they're not, but I just imagine this animatronic Donald Trump be like, and I'm Donald Trump, the greatest president we've ever had, the best, you might say. Even my
Pretty
animatronic
much.
dummy.
did they make the Hillary robotic because they thought that she would win?
Yeah, pretty much. They were so sure she was gonna win because it takes
seems
them
to be
time
that
to
way.
make those dummies. So yeah, they had already begun constructing her animatronic for that hall, and yeah, last minute he won, and they had to change it to a Donald Trump one.
It's like maybe wait a minute before you do that.
I
Well,
get why they would. I get why they would preemptively do it, especially if it looked like it wasn't going to be a close race. But my next question would be: does the Joe Biden one just break all the time? Just makes sense. Be like, I'm Joe Biden. Bye.
The funny bit about watching clips of it was like you get all these presidents before Donald Trump, and they're all very distinguished and they're all very serious, and they're all talking like they're taking Barack Obama's in particular was very like meaningful and poignant, and then it's Donald Trump's and he's just rambling because it's Donald Trump, and it's just like the contrast of all these things. It's just so
I've actually
funny.
seen the Joe Biden animatronic. I have no words.
Creepy, unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually are. Their animatronic technology is getting that's kind of impressive. Like there's a couple of them that are like, this is pretty impressive looking.
And he just
The
sounds
Joe-
tired. He sounds tired.
That's accurate. Does the Joe Biden one just go over and try to sniff the other presidents?
I mean, did they get him before or after his afternoon nap? Because that's when he's at his most active.
Depends on the time of day.
I'm
Don't
just
go after
impressed
3
he
p.m. He's not even there.
I'm impressed he didn't like immediately die after Donald Trump got sworn. He's like, well, I'm done now.
I mean, he might have. Have you seen him?
I mean, true. I mean, hey, I like the Pope. The Pope went. Sorry, the Pope met JD Vance. It went Pope out.
I literally texted you after that video you did. I was like, what the fuck?
I wasn't the only one who made that joke. I just made it first.
I was like, I remember I texted you. I was like, what the fuck, Justin?
You're like, why? And I was like, because it's funny. I promise you I will stop doing it when it stops being funny.
Never.
And I'll never stop being funny. Just
there are some problematic musicals that I think one may not want to include in this park, but you might be forced to because of their notoriety or the fact that they're well known. One of which being My Fair Lady.
What? My Fair Lady. That'll just be a part of the park where me and Haley be like, that movie's bad. God, that movie was bad.
You and me will just go up, like right into that land and be like, boo!
Stop it! You stop it!
That music will forever be funny to me because I said that was bad. Every once in a while, like, I don't know if you guys experience this, but when you do internet stuff, you say something and you're like, I'm pretty confident people will be mad that I've said this. And I fully expected people to be like, that is an iconic musical, and quite frankly, how dare you, sir, when I said that it was bad. And everyone I've talked to about it went, nah, you're probably right.
No,
probably is
that's
bad.
A pretty decent point. It's kind of like how everybody, every time I say Grease sucks to someone's face, by the time the conversation is over, at the very least, they're like, okay, yeah, that's not great. And it's like...
Well, even with what Jake said today about the Looney Tunes, I was like, it checks out.
Yeah, Grease is problematic at best. I think they get away with it because they don't look like teenagers. I think is what that is.
Yeah, because everyone looks like they're 40.
Yeah, they're in their 40s. Now, wait. So, Jake, is your contention that the movie sucks or the musical generally?
All of the above, but the movie's worse.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say I love that. I grew up watching that musical. My mother made me watch that movie when I was 7 or 8, I think, because we were going to go watch a local production of it.
Ironically, the high school stage production I saw was probably the best iteration I've ever seen. And even then, though, there's elements, there's problematic aspects, like most of which my biggest problem is the fact that the whole pregnancy angle with Rizzo goes. I mean, it's not that it goes nowhere, but it doesn't really go anywhere. And then at the end, it's almost as like they realize, wait a minute, what about Rizzo's baby? It's like, oh yeah, false alarm. It's like,
yeah, well, sometimes you're late, and not just for the dance.
My whole problem with Grease is Grease 2. Grease 2 follows none of the.
Listen,
I've never seen Grease 2.
Grease 2 is a cinematic masterpiece.
No, it's not.
I know it's not. It's
I've never seen Grease 2. I've heard it's bad.
Far from it. It's far from it.
It's very far from being a good movie, much less a cinematic masterpiece. However, I think the biggest problem with Grease is in terms of, which I get it, it's not a stage play's job to be a moral compass, but I think Grease it's kind of lame in the sense that the overall message is change everything about yourself to be the thing that this other person wants, as opposed to finding a different person that likes your deal.
I would add to that not only is that the message of that musical, but also, hey, the guy, he can put about 30 seconds worth of effort into maybe improving himself, but ultimately when he doesn't, when it doesn't work out, you, the woman, should be the one to change. Like, it's not, he tries to change, and then it fundamentally doesn't work. But once she's the one who changes, that's when it. Yeah, I understand.
That's when it all jives.
My favorite moment in that musical is always, I love Beauty School Dropout, because I love how that song is like, you fucking suck, you're the worst at what you do, quit and go home and cry and be. I see. I'm a big Thomas the Tank Engine. When I was a kid, big Thomas the Tank Engine guy. So that movie's funny to me because Frenchie was on Shining Time Station, which was a Thomas the Tank Engine show. So we used to love that movie because she was in it. Like that was it. We were children. We didn't know better. She's the pink-haired one. That and the College Humor sketch when he's like, she put up a fight. Why did she need to put up a fight? Whoa, whoa! Why did she need to put up a fight?
Just the random line of she's the pink-haired one.
She's the pink-haired one. I was like 6 or 7. Okay, that's how I knew her. She was Frenchie. Frenchie, yeah, she was Frenchie. She was on Shining Time Station. I was like, hey, I know her. Like one of the first times I ever recognized an actress from something.
That theme song should not go as hard as it does.
Oh my god, I have like literal tears coming out of my eyes.
I'm talking about Shining Time Station, Justin. I can see.
Oh, Shining Time Station. I mean, I love Shining Time Station. That show's really good.
I could see the confusion on your face, and I'm like, oh, okay. I need to.
That's the only reason why I know who both George Carlin and Ringo Starr. But that's why I know who George Carlin is because he was
George Carlin.
Yeah, he was Mr. Conductor.
What?
Yeah, he was Mr. Conductor. For the first season, it's Ringo Starr. He does the narration, and then in like the second or third season, yeah, it switches to George Carlin.
George Carlin. Okay.
Yeah, and then they made a movie where Alec Baldwin was also Mr. Conductor. It was very strange. Yeah, that is a whole that franchise has a whole weird history that we don't have time for.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you guys. I'm sorry for everyone watching. I forgot to warn you guys that these two are considered the problems.
What are the problems? What are the problems? Is tangentially related. They never made a Thomas the Tank Engine musical. They should have.
No. Oh, speaking of, oh my god. I just, like, when I was watching your episode, Justin, I just found out that they were, like, in the late 90s, they were going to do a Star Wars musical, but then they scrapped it.
Really?
Yeah.
Technically speaking, a Star Wars musical exists.
Funny you should mention that.
Yeah, it does exist. It's okay. But one of the songs I always shout it out because it's really good. But it's called One Season More, and it's effectively Luke's I Want song, and it's in terms of the movie.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. He sounds kind of. I always say he sounds kind of like Josh Groban, but he's a lower. But it's kind of akin to like Go the Distance from Hercules, and it's quite good. I believe it's still on YouTube. I downloaded it eons ago, but it's from a full musical, and the version from the actual musical is not as good as this YouTube version. But yeah, it does technically exist. I joked when Disney bought it, when it became Disney Star Wars. I'm like, I can't believe Disney didn't produce, I said a movie musical, but certainly a stage musical. I cannot believe no one ever attempted it. So that surprises me that they actually did attempt it. That's a legit surprise.
This is what I wanted to bring up too, is technically, like Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast, they're musicals. They're on Broadway. And Hercules is going to be on Broadway too. So yeah. But if we put that in our park, that's like kind of copyright because of the Disney.
So this park could never actually exist in all reality.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Are you're taking the Broadway version of the Disney thing? Yeah, no, I don't think we could get away with that.
No.
To be fair though, I've never seen Beauty and the Beast, and I've only ever seen clips of Lion King, but I saw a bootleg of slime tutorial of the Aladdin one, and I thought it was bad. I thought it was really, really bad. So, yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to see I'd like to see the Lion King because Julie Taymor is nuts.
It's so good. It's so good.
Have you guys ever seen Across the Universe?
No.
No? I recommend it. It's pretty good. It's a jukebox musical. The Beatles, from the Beatles, a bunch of their songs. But she directed that, and that movie is an absolute acid fever dream. It's the best way to describe it. It's quite good. If you like the Beatles, it's quite good. But she did the Spider-Man musical.
Mhm.
And have you guys heard of the Spider-Man musical?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, she did the Spider musical. That's where Spider-Man was gonna fuck Arachne, the god of spiders, at one point. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah.
Okay, then.
That'd be fun.
Carl,
From the Spider-Man musical. Could Spider-Man show up?
But then that's crossing Universal territory if you have Spider-Man show up.
This is true. Yeah, Spider-Man's confusing because Spider-Man shows up in Universal, but also the Tom Holland version is in Disneyland.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah, we met Spider-Man at Universal. That's how I know he's at Universal.
yeah. But I was gonna say, what about Hades Town?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about Hades Town earlier. I'm trying to think of how we fit in Hades Town. I mean,
simply you have a Greek area, and
I was just gonna say you have Hades Town. I think have walk around Hades Town. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. And
The
then
train.
yeah, you have the train. I think maybe you have the like. Oh, I say I want to see Hades Town so bad.
It's so
But
good.
I feel like you probably have a moment where you could have like a in street show, like a
Mhm.
outside show.
You can have like the three fates.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard that there was talk of them doing a Hades Down pro shot, and I want it so bad.
Yep, they are with the original cast on Broadway.
I feel like maybe you were the one who mentioned that.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to see it so bad. I want to see it so bad. I've heard it's so good. It's like it's on my buck. I think I'm a pro shot guy. I want more pro shots, not less.
Yeah.
But also, they should just make a Hades Town movie.
Yeah.
You got me stuck on Hamilton, the Hamilton show. We do a Hamilton Street show where we have historically inaccurate Hamilton.
oh, I'm okay with that if we get to watch him get shot.
They do a show in the middle of the day where they just shoot each other
Whoa.
in the form of a duel. In the form of a duel.
Whoa.
We do historically accurate duels where Hamilton gets shot in a duel.
Just the fact that you're like, I'm okay with that if we can just watch him get shot. Whoa.
To be
It's
fair,
historically accurate.
only if he looks like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Specifically and exclusively if he looks like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, because if it just looks like the real Alexander Hamilton, that's just history. That's
Okay, that you're
Also,
I'm
he has to do a
stuttering now.
rap. He has to do a rap while he gets shot. That's 90% of it.
Why are you?
I mean, I like
Yes.
Hamilton. I'm just yes-anding Jake.
Why are you?
he gets shot. He's like, oh, I guess this is my shot.
Why are you indulging in this? Why are you encouraging him?
It's my improv. It's my improv instincts. I just yes-and anything.
Why are you encouraging Jake?
Because it's funny. I only do things when they're objectively funny.
Oh no, I've been shot. Here, put some pressure on. We gotta make it clock.
I hate you so much.
Here's a question. Speaking of musicals, why has there never been a Family Guy musical?
Because technically, certain episodes of Family Guy are musicals.
True, but like, why?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Why has there not been? I guess because of the nature of the show, it'd be really hard to get like a 5-act show out of Family Guy. I mean, it can be done. It could absolutely be done.
I mean, with that question, why hasn't there been a Family Guy movie? There's been a Simpsons movie.
Technically, there has been a Family Guy movie, but it was a direct to DVD movie.
It was, yeah. They split it up into several episodes. As far as a theatrical movie, I think it's because, well, Seth MacFarlane very famously said of the Simpsons movie that he didn't care for the Simpsons movie because he felt that it didn't go far enough or do enough basically said the whole purpose of to do a movie is to do stuff that you can't do on TV, and I guess he just hasn't found something they can't do on TV. Although they showed Bart's wiener in that movie, so like
It's yellow.
they
It's fine.
did. It's fine. But Marge Simpson did Playboy. Was that a reference kids get? Like legit, she's naked and everything.
Playboy was a magazine.
It was a magazine.
Shit. We have to explain a magazine. A magazine was like, it's kind of like a book, but it's printed on different paper and it's thinner. You don't have
plastic newspaper. Anymore. You know what it's like a newspaper, but a newspaper.
Damn it, now we have to explain a newspaper.
A newspaper is when you used to.
Why? Why are you thinking?
It's a bit we like to do.
Oh,
true. Yeah.
You're thinking.
We figure your audience is real Gen Z. We're figuring your audience is very Gen Z.
Well, see, a newspaper was okay. It was instead of getting news from a website or realistically Twitter, they would print it on paper. Oh, damn it! Now we have to explain the printing press. See, this
Steve
is just
Gutenberg. Steve, that's another musical I actually really wanted to see. I hear it's good. You guys heard of Gutenberg the musical?
Yes.
Gutenberg, you have not heard of okay.
Andrew Rannells.
Andrew Rannells and Josh Gad, who did Book of Mormon.
That sounds awesome already.
And it's a musical about two guys who are trying to make a musical about the creation of the printing press, and Gutenberg, who created the printing press. And I don't know how it's normally staged, but as Andrew Rannells and Josh Gad staged it, they played all the characters in the show as represented by different hats. So like every time they would change characters, they would change a hat. And then that's how you could tell they were a different character. And it was apparently really good. I wanted to see it. I hear it's really good. But they could do that. They could have an area where it's just two guys with hats. They got random hats.
Well, in that case, they could probably do a Newsies.
Oh yeah, Newsies! I completely forgot about Newsies. Wasn't Christian Bale in the movie? Wasn't he in like the movie of that when he was a kid?
I think so.
Newsies. Isn't Newsies Disney though? Don't they basically do Newsies at California?
Not anymore, I don't think.
Oh, interesting. You know what interesting thing I learned about Disney California Adventure? I always wondered why that theme park was themed after California when it was already in California. That seemed redundant to me. Apparently, it's because Michael Eisner, genius that he is, was upset that people would go to Disneyland and then leave Disneyland to go to other what's the word? Tourist attractions in California. So in order to keep people at the Disney park, he was like, what if that stuff was just in a theme park? As if it was the same thing. And that became Disney California Adventure.
See, my new friend Emily, which was the two women of M&M Productions that I did. If you haven't seen that episode, go watch it now. I did. It came out 2 weeks ago. She said because she lives in Florida, and she said because Florida has like soaring over the world and everything, Disney World is way better than California.
I haven't been to California. I haven't been to Florida enough to. So what I can say is, as someone who's not from California, but California and was not going to be able to travel all across California. I like soaring over California. I like the California aspect to that park, but yeah, it was a little strange. That park really had an identity crisis, and it still does to this day, where they never.
Yep.
That's usually where they toss all the Marvel shit now.
Yep, she said California was the first. We're the best.
That is technically, in terms of Disney history, kind of how it works. He made Disneyland first, and that's where he made a lot of mistakes. And then right before he died is sort of when he had bought the land for what would become Disney World. So yeah, that it technically was the Disneyland 2.0. So I could definitely see the argument for that.
And then I was like, I had to defend the Disney World a little bit because, first park.
I mean, it is, yeah. That was looking at what that land looked like. You can watch old archival footage of it. It is wild how different that area was. Major farmland back in the day. That's why it was so cheap.
In Langley, British Columbia, lives one of Western Canada's best-kept secrets. We are Wild Education, Western Canada's largest reptile and small exotic animal rescue. And right now, we're launching our most urgent fundraiser ever.
Less than 1 year ago, we opened the doors to our brand new education center, a space we poured all of our savings into building. But due to changes in land development, we found out we only have 9 months to find a new place and move out. This will be the third time in 5 years we've been forced to relocate, and this time we simply don't have the funds to do it again.
Unlike traditional rescues with puppies and kittens, reptiles don't get the same level of support. But our animals need it just as much because they don't have anywhere else to go. That's why we're asking for your help now.
Last year alone, we took in 153 animals, including reptiles, amphibians, and furry exotics like chinchillas, sugar gliders, ferrets, and even hedgehogs. Many came to us sick, injured, abandoned, or surrendered by families who could no longer care for them due to the rising cost of living.
One of those animals was Gary, a serval who couldn't find a home anywhere else in BC after his family broke apart. No one else could take him in, but we did. Because oftentimes, we are the last resort.
We are currently also home to 12 rescued sulcata tortoises, some weighing over 120 pounds. But we know more will come in this year, who need lots of space, warmth, and lifelong care. Wild Education isn't just a rescue, it's a mission. Our entire rescue is funded by our education program. This program travels to schools and other events to help teach about the natural history, conservation, and responsible ownership of these amazing animals. We give people the knowledge to hopefully prevent animals from ending up in our rescue in the first place.
But now, more than ever, the future of wild education, its current animals, its future animals depends on your support. We know it's a lot, but we're trying to raise $1 million to buy a permanent property. A forever home where we'll never have to move again, and where our animals can finally be safe for good.
So if you've ever wanted to make a big difference in the life of something a little different, this is your moment. Please visit www.wildeducation.ca to donate or click on the GoFundMe link. We need your help to save Wild Education so we can keep saving them.
What would you call it? I think we're finding the major problem with a Broadway themed park. It's like, what do? We got restaurants and shows. Rides are a little bit more difficult to come by.
I mean, to be fair, not every theme park has to have rides. It could be a theme, like a themed experience. But yeah, the only thing I can think of is Wicked roller coaster. You do the Wicked roller coaster.
Glinda's bubble. Glinda's bubble.
Glinda's bubble.
Yeah.
My go-to with themed parks is like it's always just so easy to go dark ride. We do a dark ride. Dark rides are easy, they're cheap, they're low energy, they don't require a lot of effort. And now more and more dark rides are like I saw a Harry Potter ride that was 90% video screen. And I'm like, wow, that kind of takes the creative energy out of it. But I've never been a good
I
ride.
think you could have Dear Evan Hansen ride.
I have ideas, but they're not appropriate. You have it where you're in a tree and then you it's a drop ride. You fall out of the tree. I did it. I got there.
I mean, coming from the guy who says that Hamilton could get shot, I mean, I have no room to talk. But
Oh my god.
We should just do a show where a guy just walks out and be like, Hamilton sucks, and then just shoots Hamilton. And then that's the show. He's talking about the person, not the play, I swear.
No, I'm talking about the play. Person was all right. Little strong-willed, but he was okay.
He did create your guys' central banking system.
I mean, and in the end, he was right. So, scoreboard. Plus, then Aaron Burr went on to try to take over the United States. So, fuck that guy.
Aaron Burr, sir. I'm Aaron Burr, sir. Yeah. Okay. Here's my question. Where do you put this park? You could put it anywhere. Where do you put it?
Florida.
Everything goes to Florida.
Yeah. Exactly. Everything goes to Florida.
Yeah, but okay. I'm gonna go a little different.
Well, you can't put it in New York. There's no room.
No. I'm like, there's no real good theme parks in Middle America. Really?
Because nobody goes there, Justin.
Exactly. Then we put our Broadway theme park.
You have to go where everyone goes.
You put Broadway land in Middle America. Force people to finally go to Middle America. Put it in smack dab in the middle of Iowa.
You can't. You'd have to get rid of some corn, and that's just not going to happen.
No.
Stay on top of some corn stalks in Idaho.
Shucked area. The musical Shucked.
Shucked.
Yeah. Oh my
good.
god. I need that area too.
I mean, oh yeah, see, with Broadway land, it's so easy to think of restaurants or because I'm like, oh, we do the diner from Waitress.
Ooh.
You get pies. You get special pies. That sounds fun. But yeah, I'm like theme park. I'm like rides. Rides is where I keep. But to be fair, I'm bad at designing rides. I've never been good at designing rides.
And there has to be a ride for Moulin Rouge or something, or.
Yeah, and Moulin Rouge bumper cars. You need every theme park needs a bumper cars. Gotta get a bumper cars in there.
This is true.
I'm not sure what you do for bumper cars, but
I mean bumper cars. It's pretty straightforward.
But you gotta slap a theming on there.
Grease.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that. Like grease bumper cars.
I don't think Disney has bumper cars, so.
No, but that's because that's not the kind of theme park it is.
Yeah.
Also, I think they did at one point have bumper cars, but they got rid of them. To be fair, Disneyland has gotten complicated over the years. Yeah. That's kind of the difference between it and a roadside. We have a theme park in my local area that sucks. That has bumper cars.
I'm wearing my Disney World 50th shirt.
Yeah, I've never been to. I want to go to Disney World, but as someone who lives on the West Coast, it's just not in the cards.
It's just a plane, my friend.
I mean, plane rides are expensive, especially going to Florida.
I mean, for you, yeah, that's true. For us, it's very cheap.
It took me like an hour. It took me an hour.
Yeah, it's literally like a 45-minute flight, but you're in the air less time than you're in the grounded plane. It seems like.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of ridiculous.
Because the last time I went to Florida, I had like a layover in Chicago. It took me like 30 to 35 minutes just to get through the damn airport because it's so big.
At Detroit?
No, Chicago.
Oh God, Chicago. Chicago is awful. I hate Chicago.
It was awful.
I hate Atlanta more than any airport. Not having been to LAX because I hear awful things about LAX.
LAX is pretty brutal.
Atlanta is terrible. I jumped the rail of an escalator. Oh, not the escalator. What's that moving walking platform? Because
people mover.
Yeah, that thing. Because my flight was boarding and I realized I was going the wrong way because the signage is written in English, but it may as well not be. And the security guy saw me do it and we locked eyes, and I just like had this look on my face of like I gotta go, and he literally just shrugged and because he knew I'm sure he knew.
But
Shrug.
but no. I love Detroit. Detroit's way easier.
Detroit's a great airport. It's not difficult at all, and plus I
like the tunnel.
I made a great joke about that tunnel, and it is very early. I think we boarded our flight at 6 a.m. So we're there at like 5:15. And I just look at this the first time I've been to the Detroit airport, and we're getting ready to go in the tunnel, and I just go, because it's dead quiet in the morning because everybody's still asleep, and I just go, I am Oz. and people laughed. I was very proud of that.
But I like how it plays music when you're going through. You just like a time where it would play music and like light up.
I've never been to any of these airports. I've been to LAX once years ago when I went to Disneyland, and it was hectic. That's all I remember.
But yeah, after that Chicago, after like doing a layover in Chicago, we decided no, we're gonna do Detroit from now on because Chicago is so bad.
Yeah,
I've heard it can be bad. I've heard. So you're saying you don't want to put Broadway land in Chicago? Is what you're saying? I understand.
No,
I understand. That makes sense. Because I'm just like, we put it in Florida. We're competing with Universal and Disney.
And now we're also competing with Epic Universe.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this ain't gonna happen.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Florida is kind of, and I'm like, I don't know, California. Although I mean, there isn't a whole ton on the West Coast really. Like Florida always gets the best shit first. So I don't know. Maybe there's a place on the West Coast for it. Maybe we put it in California. California feels like a. But then I'm like, maybe we'll put it in Washington. put it close to me. Put it in Washington.
Put it in my state.
Yeah, the problem with both of those areas is the precipitation.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
More so Washington, but still, I mean, it gets cold in Michigan, even southern Michigan. It gets a little nipply.
Yeah,
but that's the problem with that's the problem with New York too.
Yeah,
yeah. Ignored it. He said that.
Nipply, a little nipply. I just know, yeah, a theme park in New York. I don't know that a theme park in New York would work. You're right. No. There's a reason why they go to Florida and California is because it's warmer there.
Yeah.
I almost went to Texas once because of a theme park in Texas.
Well, ironically, a really good, believe it or not, a fantastic location climate-wise and space-wise and price of land-wise would honestly be Tennessee. But a Broadway park in Tennessee is...
No, there's no way.
It's like a SeaWorld in Idaho. Like, it just doesn't...
Right?
It makes no sense.
Not just that, but they already have Dollywood.
That's true. And actually, Dollywood, don't sleep on Dollywood, because I slept on Dollywood for years. And I will tell the story because it was pretty funny. My family goes to Gatlinburg every year for Thanksgiving, and I go most years. My oldest nephew was going that year, and I told each of my nephews, we'll each do something that you want to do, right? And he said, I want to go on some roller coasters. I'm like, there's nowhere that has roller coasters in Tennessee. And then I'm like, you know what? We might have to drive. Like maybe there's a Six Flags or something that's like reasonably close, like within an hour or so. And so I just type out roller coasters near Gatlinburg, and the Dollywood popped up, and I'm like, Dollywood has roller coasters? Dude.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Dollywood. Holy shit.
That's amazing.
I heard that sometimes, and it's very rare, but sometimes Dolly will show up because she checks on.
Or something similar.
Yep. Because she checks on Dollywood.
Yeah, I've heard periodically she'll just show up randomly.
Yeah.
Because she takes Dollywood very seriously, which good for her. Good for her. Quality control is very easy to lose in places like that. But
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Dolly. I'm excited for Dolly the musical.
They're making a Dolly musical?
Yeah.
Is it different from like?
That's a bit of a hat in a hat, isn't it?
It's
Dolly's not her first musical
of her whole entire life.
Is it like a jukebox musical using her music?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Because it's
Yeah.
not the first time she's made a musical. Technically, 9 to 5 is a musical.
Yeah. But this is like a biography kind of musical where like they go through her life. So like
Huh.
yeah.
Interesting. I'll watch it. Who's playing Dolly? Or
I
is it
cannot
going?
You know
they
who? Okay. Sorry, Haley. I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, it's fine.
real talk. Miley Cyrus should totally play Dolly.
Is she chesty enough though?
Well, no, but that can be taken care of.
No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Well, to be fair, Dolly wasn't chesty enough before, and so
And she became chesty.
she
Yeah,
became chesty. It can be
I mean, plastic surgery is a thing.
yeah,
exactly.
just kidding.
And
That's
Dolly
not a bad
has had a
idea.
lot of it.
Yeah. And not to mention the personal relationship that the two have. I think that would probably mean the world to Dolly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I always thought that Miley could play Joan Jett.
I
Mm.
mean, I kind of agree with Jake, like, because Miley is the goddaughter of
I was gonna say,
Dolly.
I think she's
The
I think she's Dolly's goddaughter.
yeah, and I think
Okay.
Words.
isn't Dolly her aunt too, or is it just the goddaughter?
I no, I don't think she's. I mean, she probably calls her Aunt Dolly. There's a lot
Yeah.
of families like that, but no, I don't think they're actually related by
Mhm.
blood or well, maybe I don't know. I think it's just a goddaughter thing, but who knows with Billy Ray Cyrus? Who knows?
Who knows? So I thought something we could do. So we have a walk around because there's a Michael Jackson musical. We have a walk around Michael Jackson, and in the morning he's black, and then in the afternoon he's white.
And then at midnight he turns into a zombie.
Yeah, at midnight.
Stop it! Oh my god!
Hey, I've heard that musical's good.
Wait, that's not Thriller. That's the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know. I should have done this, but
Yeah,
instead I did the Backstreet.
that's the Backstreet Boys.
Fun fact, if you didn't know, the house where that video was shot is the same house that was in Casper.
Did you watch
I did not know that.
Look at the floor in the main entryway. It's the same. It's
off
because it's the
topic?
same house.
Off topic, but did you watch the series The Carters yet?
Carter's like
It's
the
on-
one that's about like
about-
Nick Carter.
Yeah,
No,
it's on Paramount Plus.
I've not.
It's so sad.
I imagine, yeah. I mean, Aaron Carter, he had a bad life. That kid had it rough.
Yeah,
Felt bad for him.
It's so sad.
Well, especially later in his life, oof, man, he was not doing okay.
And, like his sister and Aaron, like they both had it rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oof, yeah. Yeah. Bad childhood. But I mean, to be fair, I was like, why have they never made a in sync biopic? Because if you hear the story of like how they came together and like the fact that they would like perform in what was essentially a sweatshop in like a warehouse, and that's where they went to like boy band boot camp, and yeah, I had no idea that band was formed around Justin Timberlake and fascinating story. I can't not believe no one's made it into a movie yet.
Probably because the people that would look bad in the film are still alive.
Mhm.
I would guess that's probably the reason why.
Probably, yeah. Probably. It's sort of like that Michael Jackson movie, which they delayed again because they said they wouldn't talk about the victims, but apparently the back half of it involves the victims quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so they talked about maybe making it into 2 movies instead of just 1 movie and not doing that. And I remember years ago when they announced that movie saying, don't make it. It will make no one happy. No one will be satisfied. No one will like it. And I was right.
You're not
So
wrong.
getting back to Disney or like the Broadway park.
Was tangentially related. There's a Michael Jackson musical.
I'm doing a musical, but I don't know if that would fit in anywhere.
Of course it would fit.
Where
We'll
would
make
it fit? Where would it fit?
Michael Jackson just walking around going,
and again, he's depending on the time of day, he's a different color. He either looks more like modern Michael Jackson and more like 80s Michael Jackson, depending on what time of day it is.
it's because vitiligo is dependent upon the sun.
Well, the time of day is representative of of the point in his career.
Michael, I'm sorry.
I'm not. Shit's funny.
I'm not. Sorry, no, it's more like I'm not. No, I'm kidding.
Well, no, because he starts out doing like ABC.
Yeah,
You know,
he starts
Jackson
off,
Five
he's
stuff.
a kid. In the morning, he's a kid. And then midday, he's like Thriller Michael Jackson. And then he's black and white Michael Jackson. I meant like the album, not the way he looked.
Anyway.
Anyway, is there any other?
I just keep thinking of musicals.
Any other?
I'll be honest, not to tie this to my favorite thing of late, but you know who could actually probably come up with this idea and make it work? Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
True.
I feel like they're demented enough and big enough like musical fans. They might actually have a shot to make this, and plus they have the money.
Yeah.
to make this thing work.
They're too busy making Casa Bonita.
Which, by the way, I kind of really want to go.
I really want to go to Casa Bonita. Like, I keep making fun of them for being like, yeah, their show has become a lesser quality because they've wasted all this time and money on Casa Bonita. But honestly, I really want to go.
I want to.
When our podcast network gets big, that'll be the company retreat one year. We'll all go to Colorado and go to Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita. Hey, man, they've also got a really liberal it's not important. They love their integrity, which apparently is a real brand you can buy. They got integrity out in Colorado. Speaking of musicals, they have a musical coming out with Kendrick Lamar that they made, that they filmed.
No.
It's apparently it's apparently coming out. I'm so stoked. You have no idea.
No way. What?
Yeah. They filmed it either last year or this year, but I think it's finished filming. But yeah, they're making. But to be fair, their career starts with musicals. Like their very first movie was a musical.
I don't like Kendrick Lamar though.
Which, by the way, I just heard one of the songs because I've never seen Cannibal the musical, and I just heard one of the songs about him, about when he loses his horse.
Okay. Oh, I'm with apologies to my ex-girlfriend Leanne, but his ex-girlfriend, his ex-wife. Okay, the horse is named Leanne because his ex-wife was named Leanne, and that's also why Cartman's mom is named Leanne Cartman. That's why she's a massive. So the joke that the jokes about the horse leaving him are all about her. So when I went through a breakup, I kept. Yeah, that was the song that song about that horse was really like I was really into it for a while because I was really heartbroken for a while. And it was just like, yeah. But that song is actually about his ex-wife. It's really funny. Yeah, it's really funny.
What was it? The skies were bluer when I was on top of you.
My other favorite song on that is "Hang the Bastard," where at one point one of the trappers it's just Trey Parker doing the Canadian voice from South Park. It's really funny. It's really funny. Same with Orgasmo. Orgasmo is also funny. That movie is for some reason in your country rated NC-17, despite the fact that there's no nudity in it.
Well, it says the word porn, so
right. It involves the making of porn, but it does not have any nudity in it.
Is there not a point where he has a dildo on his forehead?
There is indeed the guy who plays.
That's probably why.
The guy who plays Squeak. He is in it as he's the lead star of the movies, along with Orgasmo. He's really funny. It's a shame he disappeared because he was really funny. Basketball is legit funny, but it is unrelated to musicals. But yes, there's a South Park musical coming out.
Wait, there is?
Well, it's made by the guys who make South Park.
Well, I know, but
I don't know if it's related to South Park. I just know that it involves Kendrick Lamar. He's maybe helping them write the music. I don't know. I personally think when they eventually end South Park, the final South Park thing should be a sequel to the movie, and it
I
should be a
agree.
musical.
Well, because I think she's telling. I have to make this point though. I have heard them say, and other people say that basically the movie was them that was effectively their swan song because they were sure they were going to get canceled and the movie was going to be their last hurrah. So they just pull out all the stops, and also why they unmasked Kenny because they thought it was going to be the end.
I'm surprised. I'm legit surprised they haven't gotten canceled yet. To be honest,
They've kind of hit a threshold of like they will never get canceled because they're South Park. It's just a thing of they'll do a bad thing and you'll be like, well, it's South Park.
That's today, but I still make the case South Park has never done anything terribly bad. I don't think so.
The thing that always makes okay. Have you guys seen that meme where it's like, how did the generation that was raised on The Simpsons and South Park get so easily offended by everything?
Mm-hmm.
My counter to that is South Park got so offended. They got so offended that they didn't. They got so offended by Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. They did an episode where they had bad stuff happen to Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That was funny, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
That's how much they hated that movie. So I'm just like, they get offended all the time by stuff. So,
but the difference is they didn't. When they get offended, they make fun of it.
They also They have the tendency to air their grievances on. They have a television show that they can utilize to air their grievances if they want to. That's how I would put it.
Which is beautiful, but it's like both of our favorite lines from the movie is gratuitous violence is okay as long as no one says any naughty words.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite because it's happened so many times where people will be like that, where that makes that movie so relevant. Where it's like, yeah, deplorable violence is okay as long as nobody utters a dirty word. And it's just how your guys is. There's a lot of times to this day where people will get offended, and you'll be like, yeah, as long as there's no violence.
Yep. Well, as long as there's no bad language.
As long as there's no bad language, you can get away with pretty much anything.
Yeah, violence is okay.
Yeah, we're talking about Star Wars. Star Wars is like that. Characters getting killed left and right, but no one's saying a naughty word.
I'm fresh at them, and I know more musicals. They're not coming to me.
No, it's hard to think of ones that aren't Disney.
Mean Girls
that aren't already Disney.
Oh well, yeah, Mean Girls.
Girls.
But again, I guess you could get on a bus and run over people, but that's not a fun ride.
It depends on the.
Okay.
Unless it hits Alexander Hamilton, then we're okay.
You was Alexander Hamilton, I swear to God.
It's not a good show, Haley. It's not, okay? It's not a good show.
He will is not show a good you
songwriter.
In July.
I don't think you understand the level to which I will take that prosecution seriously.
Oh yeah, so I shall have to mediate this. I don't know, Jake's making a compelling case. And also it's just really fun to make fun of it because it's really popular.
You both are on my list.
I wasn't already on your list?
Wow, Justin. Good job.
I figured I was at the near the top of the list already. I'm just getting on the list?
I'm just getting on the list.
Oh, all right. No, fair enough. Fair enough.
As far as Hamilton sucks, I'm gonna make the case. And the base of the case is that Lin-Manuel Miranda has a squirrel for a face.
I'm gonna make this really bad.
And his lyrics are the equivalent of an artist that Trace is.
I'm going to make a really bad suggestion, and because I just remembered this musical, Carrie.
Oh yeah, there was a Carrie musical. I completely forgot about that.
Huh.
They did that in an episode of Riverdale.
And yet again, what rides?
Heathers. What about Heathers?
Again, rides. We need rides.
Oh, yeah, it's true. We need a ride.
We can do A Wrinkle in Time. Or, well, shit, that wasn't a musical. I mean, it's
It is a
stage play,
musical.
though.
That's turning
Oh, it
into a
is?
musical. They're turning it
Oh,
into a
well,
musical.
there you go. We can do A Wrinkle in Time. There's a couple sci-fi rides. Sure, we can figure
Yeah,
something out.
that ironically is a it probably lends itself way better to a musical than it did a movie.
It got announced like 2 days ago that they're
Okay,
turning into a musical.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
No.
Dune the musical.
The Dunesicle?
The
Dunesicle. Dunesicle. Yes.
Dunesicle? It's so funny. Speaking of South Park, the only reason I ever knew anything from Dune is that episode of South Park where they're trying to get Tom Brady's fecal transplant, and everyone keeps going spice. So we get at work, we get gravy powder, and on the gravy powder it says spice melange. And so every time someone hands me the box of gravy, I go, I have the spice. It's a spice melange. And nobody gets it. Nobody gets the reference.
Ew.
Oh, of course we can do the producers. But I guess that can tie into the high school theater thing.
You said Dunesicle, and my mind went to Seussical, the musical.
Right, but Dunesicle would be good.
Yeah.
Seussical is. I can't even lie and pretend that Seussical is good. It's not. It's not a good musical.
Hey, I saw it when I was a kid. I loved it when I was a kid.
It's cheap and easy and licensable, which is why most high schools do it.
No, the tour came to my city in like 2005, and I loved it.
I don't think it's ever actually been on Broadway. I think it's only ever been off Broadway.
It's on Broadway. I have the playbill to prove it. I'll show you.
Did it actually hit Broadway? Oh, I thought it was only. I read about it because I was fascinated by it at one point.
I have the playbill to show you.
Yeah, interesting. I always thought it was fair enough. Fair enough. And I think an element we didn't think about with theme parks with the producers, we can have a producers parade where it's just the gay Nazis doing a parade.
And the old ladies and the walkers.
And the old ladies and the walkies.
And I'm sorry, as much as I would like that gag, I don't think there's anywhere you can get away with a Nazi parade, even if it's comedic.
Springtime with Hitler. Just picture it.
And Germany.
What about Company?
Land is merry and gay.
I've never seen Company. That's the one that has the dancing, right? It's about the dancing.
The song "Here's to the Ladies at Lunch."
I don't. Is that the one that has that? I think I got it. I think I got it.
Patty LaPone was in it.
I recognize the name. I don't think I've ever seen it. Ooh, what about How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying?
Oh God, no.
I like that musical.
No, I don't.
It's really funny watching Daniel Radcliffe do a little dance to it.
I think Nick Jonas was in that too.
He did. That role's funny because Daniel Radcliffe did it, and then it was Nick Jonas, and then it was Darren Criss did it, and they both played Harry Potter.
What about Last 5 Years?
I've never seen it. I'm only familiar with it by reputation, not much more. I am aware of it. I hear it's good. I want to see it. I'm probably gonna watch it when we do our next musical episode.
It's like we can do a ride where it's kind of like Carousel of Progress, but it goes through the entire story of like how Jamie and Cassie met, and like it goes through the whole entire musical.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to theme park rides, like your options are roller coaster or dark ride or indoor roller coaster.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is that we can make into it? What is a high energy musical that we can make into a roller coaster?
Hamlet 2.
Like we do like a video ride where it's the scene, the scene in the Les Mis movie where it's Gavroche and he's like going from cart to cart. It's that, but it's a roller coaster, or it's like not a roller coaster, but it's like like the Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Simulated. You're in a vehicle, but it's a video screen
like
ride.
Kong.
It's one of those.
Like
Kong.
Like how Kong is.
Exactly. How have they never made a Godzilla musical?
I don't know. They made King Kong into a musical.
They did make a King Kong musical, yes, that does exist. But I just can't believe that Toho has never made a. You know, they made a Death Note musical.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's good. They could have it where they could do a Death Note ride.
Now
I got
everyone,
nothing.
write in your notebooks.
Right?
Yeah.
Everyone, think
Well,
real hard.
Think real hard of who you want to kill, and if anyone writes down the president, Secret Service will talk to you after the ride.
oh my god. Well, what anyone in the comments if you have any ideas of what ride we can add or an eating establishment or
I would love to see what people's ideas are for this Broadway themed musical theme park.
please write in the comments. I want to hear your opinions, please.
Someone's
And
gonna come up
also,
with a musical where you're like, oh yeah, right.
also Universal or yeah, I was gonna say or Disney, but Universal if you want to, if you want to do this idea and add that park to the park too.
If you want to
give me
add
a
that
call.
show, if you want to add that show where a random stranger comes out and just shoots Lin-Manuel Miranda in the chest, he's wearing a bulletproof vest, but we use squibs and it looks very real.
Yeah.
It looks disturbingly real.
Oh my god.
In fact, for legal reasons, it's not real, but it's gonna look really real. He's also dressed as Alexander Hamilton.
If you want to, do this idea, just give me a call, give me an email. I will respond to your email and we can make it happen.
Universal, you can have both the Wicked Coaster and Cats Land for a nominal fee of $1 million.
And they won't be scary like in the movie.
No, they'll be scary like the Broadway play.
But they're not scary in the I don't think they're scary. I like them.
Well, it depends on who you talk to.
Leave me alone. Why do you always ruin things that I like?
It's funny. I don't know why. I'm a monster. I have no reason.
No, Well,
Chaos.
kids. Well, guys, it's been fun.
We have the rudimentary makings of a park.
Yeah. We have the bones. We have the bones.
Yeah, it's the rides that are really the issue.
Yeah.
So we need a fourth ride engineer for this.
We may need to do a part 2 to this.
Yeah, we need to get some more research.
Yeah.
Consult some experts.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some comments.
So there might be a part 2 to this to this.
Gonna have to get someone who does theme park content. I don't do theme park content.
So yeah, so look out for part 2 down the line. With that being said, I am off. We're all off, and I will see you Eternal Stars later.